In our sensory program, we use several different types of tests. One of them is known as the descriptive or description test, descriptive analysis, sometimes it can be called. And this one is quite simple, but perhaps the most informative. It is where we use our instrument, which is the panel of tasters that have been trained to just literally describe a beer in every aspect. We want a detailed description of all sensory characteristics of that beer. It is almost always done blind, so the tasters don't know what beer they're being given. This is to prevent any bias or preconceived notions of what the beer is. So they don't know what they're tasting, not even the style, brand, batch. And I'm simply asking the panel to tell me what this beer is like. We use the Draft Lab app, and this very nicely walks you through the stages. So you're tasting in a structured way, or describing in a structured way. You begin with the appearance. So that is everything from the color of the beer, the clarity, is it hazy, is it crystal clear, somewhere in between? What is the foam like? Is there a lot, a little, big bubbles, small bubbles? How is the head retention? Does the foam stick around for a while? Is it bright white, a little bit tan? After the appearance, then we move on to the aroma. And this can be described in very broad categories, such as fruity or spicy, or you can get more specific. You can get detailed. It's not only fruity, but it's tropical fruit. And then even further within tropical fruit, maybe it's specifically mango. And you can go even further. Is it an underripe mango, an overripe mango? Is it more like a mango lassi? Does it have this dairy quality to it? Is it mango candy, like a very sweet, exaggerated form of mango? We're looking for very detailed descriptions. We also care about the mouthfeel, so the body. Is it thick and viscous? Is it thin? What's the carbonation like? Is it very effervescent or a little bit more on the still side? We want to know, is there astringency or dryness? Is it just smooth? Then obviously we care about the taste. So how bitter is it on a scale? How sweet is it? And as most of us know, we can only taste 6 basic tastes: salty, sweet, bitter, sour, umami, fat. Said with confidence. So rank on all of the scales that are appropriate for the beer we're tasting. So we take all of this information, the appearance, the aroma, the taste, the body, and develop one big description of the beer. We use this data in a couple different ways. We'll do this test for every new batch of beer we brew, simply because we need to know what it's like. We can use that to inform adjustments, maybe in the second batch. If this was too bitter, we need to dial down the IBUs, or if it was undercarbonated, we need to make sure we bring that level up. It needs to be more lively. We thought it was too flat. So improving the beer. Maybe it's a new hop combination we tried for the first time, so we want to know how that's presenting. So in one way, we use the data to just tell us how the beer is. Maybe we want to make adjustments. We also use this to build the true to type, true to target profiles that we use in a different type of test, the true to target test. This is usually at least a beer we've brewed at least 3 times and plan to keep brewing. So one batch and one set of data isn't really enough to say this is how this beer might be consistently. So a minimum of 3 descriptive tests can build a baseline profile for us. We understand now all the characteristics we want out of this beer, and every time we brew it from that point on, we can judge the next batch against this baseline in the true to target test. Yeah, that's basically how we use it. That's the description test. So here at Stigbergets, we use the Draft Lab app for all of our sensory tests. However, these are very simple things to do without any of these resources if you don't have the Draft Lab app. It's just simply tasting your beer and making notes. You don't have to get as detailed as mango candy. It could be as simple as, yeah, this New England IPA we brewed was yellow-orange, pretty hazy, tropical fruit, very little bitterness, and medium sweetness, medium carbonation, period. It doesn't have to be on such a professional level. Description tests, as well as true to target tests, are available to anybody. Just taste the beer, take notes, save it.